Well, good morning, and for some of the new people here, we actually got our name, Porter's a Porter, when we joined the chamber in 20, and we were starting a business, and my wife and I would come in and we'd go, oh, there's the Porters, and it became the Porter's a Porter, so we figured that was a good enough name, so we stuck with it. So we're just going to go from there. So I'm going to talk about what, when Tuesdays go wonky. You can insert your name. This will be a very quick presentation. But the idea is I want to look at businesses. So how do we take care of businesses when things go bad to make sure that your businesses are there when everything gets back to normal? You're there to get normal and keep doing your business, all right? So a couple things. I also have done emergency management for many years. So in June 1st is the beginning of hurricane season. So I'm going to roll kind of business protection and that in together into one presentation for you. All right? Has anyone here ever had a small thing ruin your whole day? Yeah, at least more, sometimes more than once, sometimes twice in a day type thing. That's what we're going to talk about. So small things that can come and impact your business and how do you take care of them. So we're going to talk about the 4 assumptions here in a minute of what I've heard from people that said, yeah, this could happen, etc. So we're going to walk through those and hopefully tie that to taking care of your business, all right? So when you look at these, the expensive part is not when something goes bad, it's the aftermath. It's because you weren't prepared to deal with that outage that took you out for 8, 10, 12 hours. Someone's going to cover it. Anyone ever said that before? Like, hey, if something goes bad, I know so-and-so is going to take care of it. So what happens when that person's not available? Right? So what happens if they get hit by the car, they get hit by something else, or they're just out and sick, and you can't access the code, the access codes, you can't get into whatever the files are in. How does that impact your business? Anyone ever had that happen to them? The wrong person's out at the wrong time, and now you're stuck with something? So that's it. And what you got to realize is, do you have a backup plan? I've seen a lot of people talk about backup plans. Anyone have a backup plan? This is interactive. Okay, if you have a backup plan, did you ever try it? Did you ever actually sit down, take 10 minutes and use the backup plan to actually validate that it works? So, and how many people got in business to be your own backup plan? Yeah, so if you got more than one employee, you got several other people in there, and you're the person who's a backup, you might want to look at your systems in order so that you can continue to do your business and let your employees help you in that process. And sorry, I'm from the north, I talk fast, sorry. All right, someone's going to find it, right? So everyone's like, oh, I got it. So I need something, someone's got it somewhere. But do you know who that person is and where they put it? Is it the sticky note underneath the keyboard? Is it in their wallet? Is it taped to their desk on the other side of the computer so they can remember their password? So all those small things that are going on, can you get to it? Because many times what happens is in that moment of crisis, when something goes bad, we start going, oh my goodness, there's a lot of anxiety. And what happens is you don't think clearly in anxiety. Your frontal cortex gets in and says, ah! All right? Your lizard brain is going, just breathe deeply, all right? But trying to figure out where that information is, that's what's important, all right? So we're deal with that. Someone knows what to do first. Okay, that infamous somebody is going to take care of it, right? Well, that doesn't really work in real life. So you have a business, you put your time and effort into it, it's taking care of your family. Do you want to leave your business? If you stepped away for a couple hours and you're out, something happens, do you want to leave your business to that, someone will take care of it for me before I get back? But that's the whole idea. And the biggest thing that gets me when people look about how do you take care of your business, how do you plan for it, they think they need a binder that's 500 pages long, and it's really not. You just need to be able to answer a couple quick questions, all right? First thing is understanding is what are the key functions that you need to take care of? Who's going to do it? What are they going to do? And why? If people don't know why, they don't know why they're doing it, you're not going to get the results you want, all right? If you have a team of 5 people and you're out and they all think they have to fix something, you're going to have 5 to 10 different ways of doing something that's going to actually cost you money rather than trying to do it the right way the first time, all right? So again, you don't need a whole plan. You just need to start identifying those key functions that help you run well. Someone knows what matters most. You're assuming that you're going to have somebody that understands what are those key functions and what do they need to do and why they need to do them. Anyone know the definition of assume? Yes. Okay, so do you really want to assume that those people are going to do that, or you want to make sure that there's a plan in place? Again, simple plan that will help you take care of this. And deciding again, before you have to have that anxiety moment, understanding what's going on. 4 questions. Now these questions actually work across all businesses, whether you're professional, you're a service industry, you do garage doors, bless you, you do insurance, you're banking, it doesn't matter. Everyone has the same questions that they have to answer. So who covers it? Who can reach it? What happens first? And what must keep moving? What are those key essential functions? So we'll take a look at that. So what I've done is I've done this stuff for many, many years. All right. I would say a number, but it makes me look old, and then they call me another generation, and no one wants to listen to me. So, but I've done this for many years, and I've worked at the federal level, the state level, the city level, the county level, the whole 9 yards. And I've also been a business director. So I had 50 operations in 16 states, 5,000 employees. So I understand some complex issues. So I understand the communication process that goes in there. So I've done a couple things, and in a second, you all have the crap card on your table. And I know it's probably the wrong term to use at breakfast, but that's what I named the card. So, but you have the crap card. We're going to go over that in a second. But actually, I wanted to show you. So I actually do have some time. So I've written some books. So I've actually written textbooks for people in emergency management, EMS, etc. And so I'm going to go over a couple things now. All right, so we're going to talk about your oh crap card. So this is something that I want you to take a look at. If nothing else, take 10 minutes, look at it for your business, and see how that works for everybody, okay? I would say take this with one of your employees and see what they say with it. If your other employees, do the same thing with them, 10 minutes each one, and see how it comes out. And I'll bet you'll be surprised. You might find some different answers from those two people. So real quick, what's the crap card? This is coverage, response, access, and priority. I had to do it in a good acronym to call it crap card. So first thing, if you just look at it 2 seconds for this card, is coverage. Who covers what? What's the critical roles? What's primary person? Who's the backup person? And what decisions? What's the criteria for them to do it? Response. So what happens when normal work is interrupted? What happens? How long does that go? How long are you going to let bad things go on before you say we need to do some function to get it back in line, all right? First action, who has to, what's identified first? Access. Does the backup know what they're supposed to act? So, hey, you're the backup. Great. What am I doing? I have no idea, but you're the backup. Great. Cool. So try to figure that out. Make sure someone's doing what they're supposed to do. Again, it takes 10 minutes to do this to get things taken care of. And then priorities. So what keeps revenue, service, communication, and customer patient flow moving? So what are your priorities? And then what can wait? So sometimes it's not identifying what is the key. It's identifying some things that can wait. All right. It's a B. It's not an A. It doesn't have to do right now. I would go on the back where it says quick, weak spot check. Honestly, do this with, like I said, a couple people. If you get more than 3, you probably need to look at your processes. I'll be glad to help you do that. All right. Part of what I've also figured out is we talked about, this is coming up to hurricane season. In a minute, I'm going to give you some resources with the QR code. So if you want to get your camera out, that'll be good. On one of them, there's actually a small business hurricane card that I created. So again, after so many years of doing this kind of stuff, I know what works. And I've worked at FEMA, I've taught with FEMA, I've done all these other things, but I made this for businesses. So it talks about insurance coverage. So walking through your insurance coverages before the hurricane comes so that you can actually make sure you're ready to go. All right? Your critical vendors, making sure you have vendor relationship. Who's to go? Making sure that that person at the vendor and your employee talks to them. If your employee's out, do you know how to get a hold of that person at your vendor to make sure you're covered? Those kind of things to look at. Key systems, looking at IT, financial, etc., to make sure that what you have works and you can access it. Records and cash flow might be important to businesses, is making sure you can have your business have money coming in. That's the goal, right? You want to have business, take care of your family, got to move money. Business relationships, knowing those key people that can help you. That brings me to this. So I appreciate your time. Now, if you use that QR code, it's going to take you to a landing page specifically for this talk. It's going to talk about the crap card one more time. So if you happen to leave your crap card here, you can actually download one from home or at work. All right. U.S. Chamber of Foundation R4R program. This is something I think it would be great for you to do because just take a look at it. The U.S. Chamber of Commerce offers a $5,000 grant to businesses with less than 500 people should a disaster happen. But there is criteria in order to get that. That has a link on that webpage. It will take you directly to that link so you can look at it. I don't know about you guys, but $5,000 that doesn't come from my insurance to help pay for something might be a benefit. All right? I put that link for you directly. Last thing is, I've given you the hurricane season business card because I didn't want to have lots of stuff on the table. So that was my goal. And other than that, I'll be glad to help you walk through your assessment if you want to do the grant program or something else. Let's talk for 15 minutes. Be glad to take and listen to see what goes on, how I can help. And other than that, I appreciate your time, and I will talk to you soon.